Hi everyone, Adam here. I have a tiny microphone and I'm just going to give my thoughts on the movie Whistle. And this movie stars Daphne Keane, Sophie Nalisi, Sky Young, Jahali Swabi, Ellie Scofaby, Percy Hins White, and Nick Frost. And directed by Corin Hardy. And this tells the story of Chris, who's moved to a new town and a new school, where she, after inheriting somebody else's locker who previously died in unusual circumstances, she finds, a creepy looking whistle. But we soon learn that the whistle can, they think summon the dead. But if you blow the whistle, or you're in the vicinity of when somebody blows a whistle, you'll die the way you were originally intended to die in the future. But this time it speeds it up, so basically your death will come sooner than it was supposed to. Which means we've got a group of teenagers who, looking at some of them, they should have graduated years ago. So Chris and her friends have to find a way to stop the early deaths of her and her friends. And it doesn't look like it's going to work. But it does have a couple of gory deaths, which were a highlight. And I did think Daphne Keane did a pretty good job. She was X-23. I was trying to think where I'd seen her before and just looked it up. She was X-23 in Logan and Deadpool and Wolverine. And I thought she did a pretty good job as the main character. But, yeah, it's one of those things where it's not awful, not great. It's perfectly okay is how I would describe it. I'll be honest, most of the cast do pretty good in this. It is a silly concept. It is played pretty straight, pretty seriously too. But I do think it has potential to do more with the concept, to be honest. I mean, it's like I said, kind of a mix of Final Destination, I guess a bit of Smile, kind of mashed that up. But overall, I thought I was going to like this more than I did. Don't get me wrong, I didn't hate it. I think there's potential in there, but look, I didn't hate it, but I think some of it was okay, but I was probably expecting something a little bit better, to be honest. So I'll give this a 5.5 out of 10. As always, just my opinion. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam. I have a tiny microphone, and this reminds me of the time somebody whistled at me. You see, I was walking down the street. Dude, where are your pants? There. Damn, I knew I forgot to do something this morning.